Hello everyone, I'm taking part in the open world running competition dedicated to 125th anniversary of Ukrainian immigration to Canada. I would like to tell you about Ed Stelmach. In my opinion, he is one of the most successful Canadian Ukrainians. This man is the first Premier of Alberta of Ukrainian origin and only the second person to be elected as Premier of a Canadian province. Impressive? For me, yes. You know, I found a huge amount of the information about him, so I will tell you the most interesting of it.
Edward Stelmach was born in 1851 at Lamont, Alberta. He was raised as the youngest child in a family of 5. He was the grandson of Ukrainian immigrants from Zavitchi, Ukraine, and I was surprised when I found out that the village where my grandmother was born and spent her childhood is near Zavitchi village. His grandparents settled near Andrew, Alberta in 1898. Stelmach's grandparents were among the first wave of Ukrainian immigrants to Canada. They spent their first few years on the farm, living in a temporary sod house. They raised cattle and fowls, sold cream, wheat, and eggs, and cleared the land. And after a few years of hard work, they built a new 2-story house. I did some research and found out that their grandson, Edward Stelmach, who remembered the history of his family, restored the house and donated it to the Ukrainian Heritage Village. This house will be representative of all the settlers that came during the period the 1890s into the early 1900s, said Stelmach. It was quite a surprise for me that Ed Stelmach, who was born and who lives in Canada, speaks Ukrainian fluently and wears Ukrainian embroidered shirts. He spent his entire pre-political adult life as a farmer, except for some time spent studying at the University of Alberta. He married Mary Warshawski in 1873, and they settled on the family homestead near Andrew, raising 4 children. Ed Stelmach has had significant community involvement over the years. As a progressive conservative premier from 2006 to 2011, he governed with such priorities as integrity and transparency. Now he is leading a Catholic health organization.
It is widely acknowledged that a life well lived is one that is lived in the service of others.